Hello everyone. As you can see from the thumbnail, I'm making a video based on the 2020 Studio Trigger anime Brand New Animal and its most controversial character, Nazuna Hiwatashi, protagonist Michiru Kagebore's kinda girlfriend. The video is about fan misconceptions on her and why they need to change. I watched the entire anime twice, so I have enough knowledge to speak on it. If you don't know what happens, here are spoilers, so make sure to watch the show first unless you don't care about spoilers. Anyways, here it goes. Nazuna is a young woman who dreams of becoming a successful idol singer, and while she's riding her bike, she obliviously goes into traffic and Michiru tries to save her, which gets them both mortally wounded. They are revived by a blood transfusion, which causes Nazuna to transform into a kitsune, resulting in her being kidnapped. Michiru develops PTSD from the incident and quarantines herself when she transforms into a tanuki. Then when Michiru meets Nazuna again a year later, she's joined the cult and is angry at Michiru for reasons. She then finds out that the cult she's joined is partaking in a genocide plot, renounces it and its leader, and makes amends with Michiru, as well as gets stardom from a decision to put her own life on the line to fix her mistakes. There are common fan gripes about her, all of them boiling down to Nazuna as a toxic narcissist who is incapable of genuine change. The problem is, it's a writing. I'm not hating on Studio Trigger or anything, nothing's perfect. While Brand New Animal is an A+ grade anime, it's got its issues, with one being runtime. There were originally going to be a batch of 24 episodes for 2020, but they had to cut it in half due to coronavirus forcing people to isolate like they suddenly became tanukis. That resulted in the plot getting rushed and Nazuna's character not being as explored as deeply, which especially shows in the second half when she becomes the main character. If and when they make a season 2, seeing that the show is an instant classic, they're going to make it up to Nazuna for doing her dirty. However, with the things she's done in the finale, it's clear that Nazuna is trying to make a conscious effort to clean up her act. If Nazuna was able to access the real world via the internet, I'm sure that all the hate she gets would probably cause a nervous breakdown. While it may feel good to condemn someone, if you treat someone like they're set in stone, unable to rise above the mistakes they've grown to regret, you take away their motivation to change. Treat someone like the bad guy for long enough, and they shall show you what the bad guy looks like. The inverse is also true. In flashbacks, it's clear that Nazuna was completely non-toxic before Despise at the church. So what happened? Simple. She lost every healthy relationship she had and got only toxic ones. She was experimented on, which would definitely be painful, and the man who saved her, Boris Cliff, the aforementioned cult leader, earned her trust and boiled the fox. Yeah, I know, it's supposed to be boiled the frog, but it's close enough. He conditioned her to be the figurehead of his Silver Wolf Church while keeping her in the dark about his true agenda, so she thinks that what she's doing is right. He told her to cut off her past when she was happy and she listened. People like sponges, and the fact that being put in a healthy environment teaches them good traits, while a toxic environment makes them absorb the toxicity and learn bad behaviors. And the way Boris treats Nazuna is unwholesome and misogynistic, to say the least. He not only worked to isolate Michiru from Nazuna, knowing that Michiru was a threat to his control over Kitsune Beastmen, but conditioned Nazuna to do the job for him. The way he casually invades her personal space makes my skin crawl, and even Michiru points out there's red flags everywhere, but Nazuna denies it because at that point she idolized Boris. And then there's this whole scene that I'm gonna show you where a literal metaphorical snake shows a possessiveness and obsession that any woman who was in Nazuna's shoes and was taken advantage of by a powerful man would revolt at, or any decent human being will.
Boris.
Please try to forgive me. Alan told me to do all of it. You see, we beastmen cannot disobey the orders from Sylvasta. But this means that you and I are finally free. Let's go together!
There's no way I'm going anywhere with you. I want you to stay out of my life from now
You are
on.
mine, Despise! You are mine forever!
Let go of me!
Come with me, Despise!
My name isn't Despise. My name is Nazuna! You're seriously creepy.
Boris's mask comes off in more ways than one, and he shows the abusive, venomous side that he's been poorly trying to hide for a whole year. Know what I said earlier? Yes, give people the benefit of the doubt, but some people are just vile, and Boris is among these people. And earlier he showed that he didn't care about the Beastman when Nazuna decides not to confess to being a former human, and he decides, let's stalk the fox and reveal the human origins, which cause Armageddon. And they have to admit, my name isn't Desaloof, my name is Nazuna! Sorry for the terrible impression. Yes, I know her voice actress has a really distinctive voice that I cannot even hope to get. Yeah, that scene where Nazuna punches Boris is one of the most cathartic and powerful scenes in fiction, because a vulnerable young woman can know to abuse her in order to let the good people back in her life, and punching him in the face after making her arm sick is just powerful. Sure, Nazuna's not perfect, but she clearly has a desperate need for approval and an inferiority complex that she masks by acting all high and mighty, and has shown both a will and capacity to change. Boris, he's a million times worse than her. He shows no remorse for his actions and doesn't deserve anyone's forgiveness, especially not Nazuna's. To get closure on the abuse, you don't have to forgive your tormentor. In fact, condemning them is the better choice, unless they've showed a genuine effort to change. Now for her being a bad girlfriend when she uses Michiru to get to Mayor Rose, it's clear that Nazuna's become more manipulative because she learned these behaviors. And in the same episode, the argument in the park that people treated like she jumped across the moral event horizon and never looked back. Yeah, it's okay to argue with your significant other. That's how relationships grow. Nazuna's expressing some year-old pent-up rage at Michiru for trying to protect her, only to get herself hurt as well as in worse conditions than her. She's angry at Michiru for acting before she thinks, which causes the Tanuki to realize that she is overprotective, reckless, and unempathetic, which causes a good amount of character growth for Michiru. Yes, it is still fueled by Michiru's need to protect others, but she learns how much her behaviors alienate those who she cares about. And you convince your girlfriend that the cult she's joined is dangerous when she's angry at you, and rightfully so? No, I'm not hating on Michiru. Yes, she's flawed, but Studio Trigger bent over backwards with giving her enough character to feel real, and not like a 2D cardboard cutout. And we have a subversion of a damsel in distress. It's Nazuna who feels the damsel in distress role, has drunk enough Kool-Aid to not see the devil in plain sight, and thinks that she's a burden on Michiru. And because Nazuna at the time believes that Michiru is better off without her, she tried to get her to abandon her, despite the fact that it was what Nazuna needed Michiru the most. And as Nazuna's a month and 5 days older than Michiru, it is a grown woman, she probably feels at least somewhat infantilized, which can get someone heated. As for the people who believe that Michiru should have given up on Nazuna, here's why you're wrong. Michiru was willing to forgive her girlfriend for all her transgressions, because she knows in her heart that Nazuna is a kind young woman who's troubled and impressionable, and has grown more cynical and self-centered because of people who harmed her. Michiru Kakimori is loyal to a fault, and their personal loyalty ends up saving Nazuna and Amma City. If Michiru just let Nazuna be, then Boris definitely would have violated her, and Amma City would be destroyed, with Nazuna continuing on her downward spiral, as nobody believed in her and she was betrayed by her childhood friend. Be careful what you wish for, and don't turn your back on your friends in your times of need. As for people being angry that Nazuna didn't get her comeuppance, the guilt and trauma are punishment enough for her. She had decided to atone, and if it means she must die, so be it. Boris didn't care about Nazuna's dreams. He only saw them as a means to an end, while Michiru genuinely gave a damn, and the two women invested time and energy into each other's planned futures. Nazuna needed Michiru, as yes, she acts without thinking or feeling, but she's kind, loyal, and determined, and Nazuna only got her career as an idol singer started after she tossed Boris out like the piece of garbage he is and rekindled her bond with Michiru. Because that teaches the audience an important lesson. You cannot succeed due to toxic people, and you can only succeed in spite of them. and knowing that she doesn't need force will get Nazuna to permanently cut him out and get her to be the best beastman she could be. So she got what she deserved, a good woman who loves her unconditionally and wants her to be healthy, happy, and safe. Grows past her mistakes is out of a very dangerous relationship that has given her nothing but grief. With brand new Animal Season 2, I really hope that it expands more upon Nazuna and express with clarity what Studio Trigger wants to tell us that this vixen isn't a villain, she's a victim. And that's all I have to say on my unofficial film series on brand new Animal and my thoughts on why Nazuna Hiwatashi doesn't deserve the hate she gets. Be the best YouTuber you could be and like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts. And be the best person you could be and try to give others the benefit of the doubt, real or fictional. Tyson out.